Rasheed Broadbell overcomes a rough and injury-riddled season to take the bronze medal in the men's 110-meter hurdles finals at the Paris Olympic Games, delivering Jamaica's second medal from the track. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. You do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops of video. This is one today here at Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yeah? Good to go. Well, we just collected our second medal from the track, courtesy of this young man, Rasheed Broadbell, who took third in the men's 110 meters hurdles behind Grant Holloway, the favorite, who took the gold medal, and the second place runner. That's Daniel Roberts of the United States. Now, I should tell you that both Broadbell and Daniel Roberts ran the same exact time with a 0 point difference, okay? But I'm just excited that we got a second medal. I told you today I was anticipating another medal from the track. Check my earlier videos. The truth is, this was not Rasheed Broadbell's greatest race technically in the men's 110 meters hurdles. He hit almost every hurdle, certainly the last three barriers coming in to that finishing line. However, he came from the back as he normally does and was able to get that bronze on the line. In fact, at one point we thought he might have taken the silver medal. So super happy for this young man. He did a great job. Now the youngster Orlando Bennett did well, making his first final, and Parchment, the former Olympic champion, came in 8th with 13.39. In the end, Grant Holloway ran 12.99 seconds to take the win, with Daniel Roberts of the United States taking second in 13.09.085. Broadbell ran third in 13.09.088, a season's best. That's how close this was. As close as the very controversial, you know which race, the 100 meters with, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the other two Jamaicans, Orlando Bennet took 7th in 13.34 and Parchment came 8th in 13.39. But they should not be embarrassed by this, and you should not be upset with them. Orlando Bennett in the semifinals ran a season's best, if my memory serves me correctly, and that's about as much as you can ask for any athlete in a series. And Parchment, of course, the veteran, age 34, makes another Olympic finals. Now, TVJ and Julian Fort had an extensive interview with the bronze medalist, his first global bronze medal in the Olympic Games, and I took the liberty of showing you. I have to show you this entire thing. Big up to TVJ, Julian Fort, but this is such a great interview. I wanted you to hear it.
Thank you so much, Spencer. Rasheed Broadbell has knocked before, and now he's pushed the door in. 13.09, season's best performance of the season for you when it mattered most. Now you're a bronze medalist. You're top 3 in the world of sprint hurdles. Tell me how that feels.
I mean, it feels really great. As I said, I have to just thank God. You know, he has been the significant key into this season. A lot of ups and downs, more downs than up. And tonight I feel like I found my best self, finding my old shape back. And I feel like tonight is just truly amazing. With God's help, I got myself a medal.
What was the key to the great execution tonight?
I feel like for the first round, I wasn't my best self, and I had to go home, sat down and talk to myself and say, hey, stop. You're there, you're one of the best in the world, given that you have a rough season. You have put in the work, even though it has been a hard season. Just come out there and show up. Just show up, just show up. And I feel like I did that just tonight and got myself a medal. I wanted to be on the top podium because that's what my aim was. But as I said, nonetheless, I'm just truly grateful to have a medal here.
Twice now you've mentioned the tough season. Take us through that. What were some of the things that you went through this season?
Earlier this season I had to do about 8 PRP shots on one leg and 2 on the other one. And as I said, I thought this season was going to be one like last year when I was the fastest and couldn't make the finals. This year I wasn't the fastest, but I still made the finals. And I got myself a medal when it mattered most. Got a season best 13.09, which means I'm running into shape. So by my next races, I should be down into the 12 barrier and onwards until my season ends.
How does that strengthen your resolve, and what does that tell you about your growth now that, as you said, you could have gone through so much, and even though you weren't one of the fastest coming in, you could leave here with a bronze medal?
Yes, most definitely. As I said, the more races I get, it's better my body get to perform. As I said, once I get going, the muscles can handle the work, and the more I go, the faster I get. So, as I said, me and coach has been working for the last month and a half. You know, given that when I went to Monaco, I had a little scared to do an MRI and see what was the problem. It wasn't anything major, but we got the work done today, and I'm truly grateful. In the warm-up, I had a little discomfort, but I told myself that, hey, it's the finals, you have to just go out there, whatever happens, but you know all the work that they put in, and just trust God and trust coach, and we got here today and got a medal.
I'm sure you're going to have more engagements coming up after this. As you said, you're rounding into form at the right time, and the more you race, the faster you get. Is it now about trying to get as fast as you possibly can towards the end of the season?
Most definitely, as I said, I want to see if this season I can cop a PB. As I said, I'm running into shape, you know, take care of these little niggles I have now. Well, I'm in tip-top shape right now. My body is feeling good, just as I said, probably the fatigue over the past couple of days. I've been going hard. As I said, today's a season best, so my body is getting back where it was last year, and it should be better.
I saw the unconfined joy down there when you realized that you got bronze. At one stage, it looked like you may have gotten silver. You were edged by, I think, 0.003 of a second for that silver medal position. What was going through your mind as you looked up on the big screen and waited for the times to come up?
I mean, I thought it was a silver medal. I mean, probably never dip enough. I mean, sure, I know I'm a fast guy, pretty quick guy. I mean, I wanted to get there earlier, but as I said, it's just God's doing, man. You know, whatever He says, that's what I have to work with. So all I have to say is God did.
First Olympic medal for you, Rasheed. Congratulations. And we're looking for many more successes from you in the future.
Thank you.
Rasheed Broadbell, bronze medalist at the Olympic Games in a season's best 13.09 seconds, Spencer.
Jordy, excellent performance.
Well, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see all of that interview, but let's talk. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Orlando Bennett did a great thing here. Ran a season's best. That's the most you can ask for an athlete in a series at the Olympic Games. And finally, after several tries, makes a final in a top-tier global competition. And none other than the top of the toughest tiers, which is the Olympic Games. Bennett is one to watch. He is the future of Jamaican 110 meters hurdles. He's a tremendous talent. Held his own. Looked really, really good throughout the series, and I'm very, very proud of him, and I think you should be too. Now, I know that some of you are disappointed. Some of you are hoping for a sweep, but realistically, Orlando Bennett should be commended, and big up to your king. Great job, very proud of you. The future looks bright. I can't imagine, because at this point, he's the 7th best in the world in the men's 110 meters hurdles. So that's a huge deal, given the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of hurdlers on the planet. So congratulations to Orlando Bennett. Now, of course, we are all emotionally connected to the remarkable 34-year-old icon. This young man, I think, is an icon of track and field. Certainly in Jamaica, in terms of men's 110 meters hurdles. He's one of the many inspirations. We've been fortunate as a country in terms of hurdlers in the recent decades. Now, he came 8th, had a terrible start. I mean, I've been saying that's just not his best season. He has not been at his best. I did see an interview where he said he was going to go and make the necessary changes, but the fact of the matter is, unless he got out with everyone else, it would have been dark. There's no way. The truth is, personally speaking, I'm a huge fan, and I thought he did really well here. He could have done better, I'm certain. I believe his season was just a little late, possibly, and he's probably going to start running sub-13s in the Diamond Leagues if he does that. Just as you'd heard Rasheed Broadbell state in that interview. Now, Rasheed Broadbell, we've been talking about this young man for quite some time. And you know something, I'm sorry I use this picture, but there is a visual I have of Rasheed Broadbell and Grant Holloway embracing each other. And let me tell you something. It kind of put everything into context. The affection and the love and respect that I saw between those two young men. I mean, I know it's Olympics and we are all very, very heated and stuff, but at the end of the day, these athletes generally are friends. They respect each other. And let me tell you something, that touched me, seeing the way they embrace. Now, I've seen Holloway and Parchment embrace. I know that they have a good relationship. But what I saw between Broadbell and Holloway was just remarkable. The other thing I want to tell you that, you rarely see Broadbell smile, and he was so happy. I mean, people, this is a huge deal, This is a huge... Listen, I know we're kind of spoiled, right? But trust me, a bronze medal in the finals of the men's 110 meters hurdles at the Olympic Games means you are the third best on the planet. This is a big deal. And he said in the interview what I anticipate to happen. He started it very late. He's coming back from injury. So coming from the season he had with all that injury, recovery, etc., and to make the bronze medal in the finals of the men 100 meters at the Paris Olympic Games in a stellar lineup of some of the best who have ever done it. Big kudos to this young man. Huge kudos. And honestly, if it had been another month, if the Olympic Games had occurred in another month, we could have been looking at a gold medal. And I'm not exaggerating. This young man is going to be fire. He's already fire, but I'm talking about he's going to be mega fire. So congratulations to Rasheed Broadbell for delivering himself on the island of Jamaica during our independence celebrations. A bronze medal in the men's 110 meters hurdles. Big up and best up to Orlando Bennett and the great HANSLE Parchment, legendary, for making the top 8 in the finals. Awesome. The future looks bright. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, your royals, kings and queens. Bless up!